A 17-year-old teenager in Virginia was upset when he noticed rude comments online about him. He decided to get back at the waitress who said those horrible things in the restaurant where she worked. However, he had his own way of doing it. In fact, everyone was shocked once they heard of how he handled his situation. Clearly, the waitress didn't know what the young man was capable of doing. After he got shamed online, he created a plan and definitely received the last laugh. What did this guy do to show how angry he was and get back at everyone involved? Before we start, can we get this video to 1,000 likes? Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Teens rarely dine out for lunch unless someone else pays. It's a luxury when you treat your good friends to a delicious meal. You're not thinking about the money's form when you save. You just know you have it. Cohen learned about his faux pas soon enough. Cohen Nolte wished to spend time with his friends because he was a senior in high school and knew things were to change soon. He was a waiter who wanted job experience and money to buy the things he needed. Still, he didn't know if his life would change because of it. Cohen made a lot of his money from tips. The people he served left their small change, including quarters. He definitely could have gone to the bank every day, but it was unnecessary from his point of view. Nolte just wanted to go out for a meal with his friends. When Cohen had collected enough coinage for the meal and tip, he invited his friends out. Their story went viral because of how he paid. Actually, Nolte stumbled onto the online post whenever the waitress complained, showing the quarters he paid with. He saw it quickly, but his friends had already read the post, so it was too late. Cohen was hurt and humiliated that the woman said mean things about him. What did she say to make people question his method of payment, and was she right? Cohen was a mild-mannered boy who rarely made a scene. He tried to prevent the tears from falling. But it made him furious after he reread the comment. That waitress was entitled and rude. The caption she wrote said, "How you don't pay at the restaurant," and went on to make fun of Cohen's mother. This waitress claimed that it was a nice way of saying it, using hashtags such as "no home training." It indicated that Cohen's parents hadn't raised him correctly, and he couldn't let it go. Now, it was time for revenge, and the restaurant didn't realize what it unleashed. Cohen thought of his plan a lot because the rude waitress and Beer 88 restaurant must pay. Companies dislike bad reviews, and everyone told the pub owner off when they learned about it. They wanted the restaurant to remove the post, though Cohen screenshot it for his account. The teenager almost laughed when he saw the comments from Beer 88 patrons and Facebook users. He knew that the restaurant was now getting bad reviews because of the waitress's post, but he felt it wasn't enough. Most teens and adults would have used that chance to express their anger and embarrassment. It's not easy being shamed on social media for the world to see. However, Cohen wasn't like that, and he couldn't wait to put the plan in motion. Local news stations quickly learned of his story, and Cohen was happy to take interviews to say he didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he told WSET it was still U.S. currency, it wasn't illegal to use it, and he couldn't back down. Everyone supported him, calling Cohen the quarter boy in reference of the coins he utilized to pay. He didn't shame the server or Beer 88, thinking of this as a positive lesson. In fact, he never used the restaurant's name, though it dug its own grave. Cohen was outed because he paid in quarters, but he also learned that he enjoyed buying food for other people. He treated others to something special to feel happy, which inspired him to do something grander. The online post explained that when he paid for a meal, it changed a bad day because of one act of kindness. He had to keep it going because there were likely restaurants that didn't care about receiving quarters. Finally, he asked for donations to pay for other people's food. Cohen wished to start a charity to pay for other people's meals. He used his Facebook page to create the fundraiser to collect money. Plus, he told everyone that 100% of their donations were used to pay for the meals and videos of people's reactions. The smart teen asked restaurants to post when they didn't mind getting paid in quarters because he didn't wish to offend anyone. This fundraiser gained traction quickly. People were praising the teenager, donating money, and leaving comments. Cohen ended up raising $10,148 from the fundraiser. He didn't keep any of the money, instead using it to purchase food and other items. Did the restaurants dislike those coin payments? Money is still money. Some of the local restaurants expressed their support for Cohen's campaign and even donated their own money. However, others donated pizza, gift cards, and many other things. It was a beautiful scene. A local television station told of Cohen's story. He also took videos of the giveaways, posting all the footage on his social media accounts. In fact, he's helped many children, students, policemen, couples, and the homeless. What's next? He didn't think that he could make such a large impact on the community. His revenge was actually to let it all go, and that helped him earn more money to help needy people. Beer 88 did post an apology, though it did a bad job, claiming that the change is annoying. The restaurant wasn't finished either. It claimed that the post was a joke to keep things funny and relatable, and that the owner had no idea someone might get offended. Though Cohen let it go, he did wish he hadn't been such a nice tipper. This pub should have expressed its appreciation of Cohen. Money is definitely money, regardless of its shape. Posting rude comments should never be the way to get publicity. Cohen paid his bill, and the restaurant was wrong for waiting to apologize. Though Cohen paid with coins, restaurants do unforgivable things too. Many online comments focus on restaurants not giving coinage for bills because it's a new trend. Did you experience something similar? People don't know why it happens. The waitstaff might think the change back is a tip, or the restaurant could have run out of coins. Most people never asked why, but one restaurant did something horrible and got in the local news. Most restaurants collect the tips customers leave and distribute them to the waitstaff evenly because they believe it's fairer. However, workers often feel that the owners steal the money that should go to them for a good job. Imagine being a waiter or waitress and getting a $2,000 tip from a customer. You might scream and jump up and down with happiness. That's what Emily Bauer did, though the restaurant she worked for did something unforgivable. Emily was just 21 years old and had been a waitress for 2 weeks. She was scheduled for a Sunday shift at a San Antonio eatery called Red Hook Seafood Bar. She was excited to work a busy day, and then something strange happened. Bauer was new, so she was slower than the other waitresses. It was also busier than usual at the restaurant. She continuously apologized to one particular customer because she was giving poor service. He had something to say. The man said he had owned many restaurants in the past and knew what she was going through as a server. She thanked him, continuing with her work. Finally, he requested that she cancel the order and send him the bill. Once she handed him the bill, she was shocked almost instantly. The tip amount was incredulous. This gentleman left her $2,000. There was a note inside asking her to continue working hard. This surprised Emily. Emily already had plans for what to do with the money, hoping to spoil her sons. This was a true blessing, and she wanted to spend it on her children. In fact, she could give them the Christmas they'd wanted. Emily's happiness didn't last long, though. In fact, her excitement was almost dashed instantly because the restaurant owner said that the business couldn't process tips that were in excess of $500. That seems a bit unfair. The coworkers were all congratulating Emily while she mooned over the money and what it could do. A manager then appeared to find out what was happening and said that she couldn't accept large tips because she couldn't have them. One coworker didn't want Emily to be stiffed out of the money. She'd worked hard to get the tip, and her customer wished her to have it. They asked the restaurant to split everything, so everyone got $500, though he refused. Sometime later, the customer called the restaurant to see if Emily had received it. He got upset when the owner said they couldn't process it because the man knew there was enough money in the account. Emily heard that the man called in, and she asked if she might speak to him to offer thanks. The manager refused and said he didn't have the person's phone number. In an interview, Emily said she only wanted to express her gratitude. The waitress had had a tough year, and this tip was a highlight. However, the restaurant took it from her. In fact, her boyfriend recently got laid off from the pandemic, and she had trouble getting a job. There was nothing she could do about someone blocking her blessing. After her interview, the restaurant made no comments about it. Emily never received the tip, trying to live life normally as possible. That blessing would have invariably changed her life. But it was stolen. Do you think that restaurants take good care of the employees? Are the tips you provide going to that person who helped you? We hope most restaurant owners are honest And don't pocket the tips those hardworking people need. Restaurants should always be fair to customers and employees. Businesses can't succeed if they're not respectful, and workers should be recognized for doing good deeds. Everyone must give back and be kind.